So I'm just going to give my theology. I don't like theology. I don't like the word. I don't like it because it's all man-made stuff. What's in the Bible is in the Bible. What's in the Bible usually comes with a question mark for a reason. It's because it's multi-dimensional. Just like a quadratic equation, you can have two answers and they can be complete opposite of each other. So also, the Bible has a lot of questions. Like, well, I don't know particularly what this means. I have like one idea of it, but then I can have like another idea. It seems to balance it. You understand? So that's what I think about theology. And that's kind of my theology. Is that, I only know a few core points. I know the Trinity. I know free will and determinism. And I know eschatology. My eschatology is actually the strongest point of my theology. But I believe in Trinitarianism. I think the Athanasian Creed, the Apostles' Creed, and the Nicene Creed, they perfectly explain what I believe about the Trinity. I think with the Arminianism and Calvinism debate, I think it's very nuanced, and I think it's not something we can really understand. In my eschatology, I believe in dispensationalism, which they say is a new belief, but it's actually one that Pius of Hierapolis held on to, and is actually, I think, what the Bible means. It's generally my theology. I think premillennial, I guess that's the word for it. I don't see evidence that this is the millennial kingdom. I just don't. I don't see evidence that. I don't believe in amillennialism, because I think there's going to be a distinct time where our bodies are resurrected and we get to live on the earth and enjoy the lives we didn't get to enjoy. And I believe in the captivity, which I guess Catholics have a concept of purgatory. I believe purgatory is the captivity. And what that means is, I think when you sin, you come under the domain of a prince or a spiritual heir that is not godly. And that is the captivity, is you have to endure it for a while until God, in a sense, destroys it and brings you back to your land, as that seems to be the message of the prophets. And then the way salvation works, I think it works like this. So there's two parts of the Pauline epistle. There is grace, and then there is what we do with grace. And I think they're both equally important, and I think faith produces the work of grace, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, goodness, and self-control. And I think the law and the prophets are descriptions of the tortures of hell, and also sometimes the benefits of heaven, that if you walk and abide lawfully through the Spirit's assistance, you will obtain a kingdom that is full of only pleasure. But the law is also a punishment for sin, so we need Christ to abolish the law into his flesh. That includes the entire written commandment in the Old and New Testament. He must abolish that law into his flesh on the cross. He must die and then raise with us, and we become like him in a bodily resurrected form that will be like Christ's bodily resurrected form. So that's basically my theology.